Putting the right detail.
We're here with Mick Hennessy at the Landmark Hotel. Dereck Chisora, Tyson Fury 2's just been announced. From the first fight, what do you think yourself and the Fury camp have learned in that time?
Tyson's a completely different fighter. You know, you're going to see something very special from him in this fight now. The difference is he's had a lot more fights. He's a fair bit older. He's had the right fights at the right time. He hasn't got serious miles on the clock. He's been in, since he's been training with Peter for the last couple of years, he's been in serious back-to-back training camps whereby he's been sparring top world-class fighters. You're just, you know, he's a different fighter altogether. This is a different fight. Forget the first one, this is a completely different fight. He's the best heavyweight in world boxing at the moment, and he'll prove that.
And you mentioned that Tyson's had the right fights at the right time, but he has been inactive for a long period, and he fought in February. Do you think that will have much effect? I mean, it wasn't his fault, it was Dancing David Haye pulling out, but how much of an impact has that had?
Well, look, it had an impact on us because that was the fight Tyson wanted. From the day he turned pro, he wanted it bad. So 2 cancellations, 10 months later, you know, it's not good. But you've got to move on. He's had 1 fight back, Tyson. Plus, he's been in serious training camps, preparing for them Haye fights. He's had great sparring all year round. So, you know, when Tyson took this fight, it's because he knows what he can do. He believes in himself. I believe in him. Peter believes in him. We know that he's gonna do the business in this fight.
And Tyson has, of course, fought in America. He's fought away from home.
Yeah, Canada,
yeah,
Ireland.
What's it going to be like for him to go back to Manchester and fight in front of his home crowd?
It's going to be great because, you know, people, you know, Tyson's a household name. Everyone knows Tyson. You know, people sort of like, you know, wives, grannies, kids don't even follow boxing. They know the name Tyson Fury. So, you know, he's going to be a big draw in Manchester. He's well liked now because people realise he is the real deal. He backs up what he talks about, and also he's a larger life character. He brings entertainment to the fight business. He brings show business, and that's what it's lacking. So we should all appreciate it.
Definitely. And of course, this is a world title eliminator. Is that something you're looking forward to? Coming up for a world title for Tyson?
Absolutely, yeah, because look, we need that. That's the only way we're going to get the fight with Klitschko. I've made it very, very clear to their camp that Tyson's up for the fight, and we'd sit down and we would be sensible and do a deal, because Tyson's wanted to fight him for a long time, but they're not interested. You never get anything back from them. They have no interest in Tyson Fury whatsoever. So the only way to pin that fight down is by a final eliminator. So we're very excited because that's what this is all about. That's what this fight is all about now. It's about Klitschko.
And of course, on Tyson's undercards, we've had Hughie Fury. Is Hughie going to feature on this undercard as well? Yeah,
Hughie Fury is definitely on the card. He's, you know, he's obviously looking forward to being in a really good fight on that card because it's a big card, and you know, it goes down in the history book. So yeah, he's excited to be on that card, and I'm sure we'll be doing something interesting with him on that card.
No, definitely. Oh, that's great. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Absolutely.